Pan Am, hey.
Hello, V. This is nice. Ugh, I'm starting to feel that stress go away.
Come here.
Oh, stop.
How's it going?
Depends on what the it is. And what you want to hear.
Oh, you know, the huge. I longed for you, V.
Oh, I see you've already played out this conversation all on your own. Force of habit.
Pan Am.
I did, though. I missed you.
Let's talk a little while longer, before I have to Delta somewhere.
You have no idea how much I needed that.
How's it going with Rogue?
It's going. Knock on wood.
So, things are settled?
For now, we're good at avoiding each other, and that's fine with me.
No complications with Kang Tao?
So far, so good. They sent another patrol around the station, but they're dead set that it was Raffen that downed their AV and attacked Hellman's guards. Station's proprietor's sticking to that version, so we're covered for now.
Listen, what if I told you the FIA approached me about a gig?
The FIA? As in the NUSA's intelligence agency? No shit.
Guessing you must have heard Space Force 1 crashed in Dogtown.
There was talk, rumors, conspiracy theories. What of it?
This FIA agent asked me for help. And now you're talking to the chum who rescued the president of the NUSA.
God damn! Truly, you've outdone yourself, V. Secret agent. The one thing missing from your resume. Just as long as you know... governments, heads of state, all that. Even if you think they owe you for some reason, it usually boils down to them having something on you. So stay vigilant, okay?
Was in Dogtown for a time. It's right next to Night City, but it's like a whole nother world.
Dogtown, huh? I think about it like a mistake. A regret. Nothing to do but wall it off. Forget about it. Wait until it withers and dies.
Yeah, Night City half pretends that Dogtown doesn't exist. But nobody can convince me there's not some kind of fucked up symbiosis between them.
Like a half-aborted Vegas for corpos and gangoons. What happens in Dogtown stays in Dogtown. Convenient.
This thing with the FIA, if it works out, there might be a cure in it for me.
What? V, that's incredible! Only, what if it's just one of their games? They're sure to know how much you're willing to risk.
It's a game, all right. Not about to let him turn me into their pawn, though. No worries, Pan Am. I'll manage.
City of Dreams. I'd gladly kick the balls off the idiot who thought that one up. I couldn't ask for more. Seems we think alike. It's as if you read my mind. Well, what's up, V? Yeah, it's been a long day.
Hey, V. Recon's in our rear view now. Get yourself ready and meet me at Alex's.
Sure. See you there.
Attention, this is Kurt Hansen. Good news, Dogtown. A certain president has turned up in Washington. Safe. Now, if I were a betting man, I'd say she was there all along. Our unflinching response to the NUSA's blatant provocation proved effective. What else?
Has not exceeded the average. However, in an abundance of caution, the NCPD raised the threat level to 2, advising travelers to avoid.
How'd someone like you end up here?
My owner bought me from some junk dealers, revamped, reprogrammed, and finally infused me with her spirit. Gape Earth and this unhappy wretch entomb, or change my form whence all my sorrows come. The tree still planted in the unfinished part, not wholly vegetative, and heaved her heart.
Your programming sounds ancient.
What can I get you?
What you got in stock?
This food and drink Dogtown's got to offer, hon.
Been here before, Reed. Exactly like that. Remember last time we had this convo?
I do. And yes, the rules is not that different. But the stakes are. The classic copy and paste of ID matching, bioscans, behaviorals, all bases covered.
Yeah, so like Medellin. Or Night City a few years later. Let me see. Global arms trade? Check. Personality theft? Check. Oh, and gross overconfidence? Big check. Thought you didn't believe in coincidences.
Alex.
Gave her free reign back then, too.
That's not exactly the same. Not an adequate comparison.
You know I'm right.
Ah, V, you're here. It's about time, too. We're nearly done finalizing the plan.
Op not sitting well with you, Alex.
Reminds me of a few other stitches we handled. One in particular sticks out. Before NC, we worked in Op in Colombia. Medellin. Song's
Not
first
now,
mission.
Alex. We have enough to do without digging up ancient history.
What happened in Medellin? What was the op there?
We had our sights trained on a guy who sat in the Colombian president's back pocket. Sold him smuggled corp tech.
You saying the FIA pulls strings overseas?
A lot of what we do doesn't get printed in the norm sheets. Anyway, we used stolen identities on that mission too. Things didn't go exactly as planned, but that's a long story.
I think we can spare 60 seconds. Hell, might even learn something about SoMe that'll prove useful.
All right. Our person of interest was one Luis Hernandez, arms trading heavyweight. We aim to plant our own SA in his organization. Alex had adopted the identity of an engineer from Hernandez's entourage. She was our ticket in. She walks in to attend a meeting one day. She sees one of Luis's bikini model girlfriends prancing out on her way to walk his Doberman. Spending big money on kitsch luxury. It was kind of his MO.
So what happened?
Well, SoMe had put together Hernandez's dossier. Problem was, an important detail slipped through the cracks. The engineer's abject fear of dogs. Cold sweat, shaky hands, soggy pant leg, that kind of fear. When the Doberman sniffed Alex's knee, she pats him on the head and says, "Who's a good boy?" Then, she went to pull up a chair at Hernandez's table. Before she could sit down, they had 2 barrels to her head and one trained at the base of her spine.
What did you do?
Well, my hands are bound, got a sack on my head. Here a collapsible baton snap into place. Flack. I did what anyone do in that sitch. I lied my fucking ass off. Don't sit quite straight to this day, though.
Okay, back to Night City, folks. With our sights trained on a new target. We've parsed the intel from the shard SoMe gave us. It's a solid foundation for the mission we want to run. Surveillance, recon, data gathering, planning, it's all done. It's high time we righted some wrongs of the past.
Fuck off, Reed. Give it a rest, will ya? Nothing here's your fault. Woman's an adult, made her own decisions. Consequences caught up to her.
No, she was manipulated. There was no one around who could have had her back. Here, V. Mission details on this.
Alex nailed it. If anyone's to blame, it's Myers, not you.
You might be right, but so am I. Right, our objective, to free SoMe from under Hansen's duress. Unfortunately, this ain't a normal rescue op. Because, well, she's been infected with something from beyond the Black Wall. A consequence of her service to the NUS and President Myers. I'm not about to pretend I understand the tech whys and how. The important thing is, if she doesn't get treatment, it'll kill her.
The cure is an AI that lives on a neural matrix. Hansen possesses said matrix now. We aim to seize it.
So this neural matrix, how much do we know?
Experimental tech nested in a mainframe that someone dragged up from deep beneath Dogtown. From a bunker, to be exact. Part of Project Cynosure, a joint U.S. Militech operation mounted in a bid to counter Arasaka's Soul Killer. The Matrix itself is a functional container. It houses an AI from beyond the Black Wall, and its design lets the user deploy the AI for a specific purpose. In our case, to fix you in Songbird.
All right. Plan. Let me hear it.
Hansen to meet with the net runners you already know. The meeting itself is our chance to get close. To Song and the Matrix. Hansen hired the French duo because they worked for Militech years back. They know its security protocols inside out.
Also, they're selling Hansen access codes. Handy when Songbird goes to extract the Matrix from the Cynosure mainframe. Hansen's gunning for data from what he knows was a secret Militech NUS research project. He has no idea the neural matrix is in there too. Runners, scans, and behaviorals we have. Now we just need to take those twins out of the equation.
Emmerich and Aurora Cassell. We know anything more beyond what we saw firsthand?
Yep. Songbird put together full profiles for both. Super short brief. They got their start at Militech and dove in deep. That is, till they learned the pay's better on the dark side.
Yeah, I buy that. Sure didn't hide their love of Eddie's.
Gonna miss that next paycheck, because they ran into us. We're gonna nab them before they reach Hansen.
So we kidnap them. How we want to do this?
They're driving a rental while in NC, an exploitable opening. We're gonna track their ride and hijack it before they reach Hansen at the stadium. That's where you come in, V. We'll need you to breach the rental firm's tracking system. Alex will fill you in later. Once we have the runners, you'll take their place. The behavioral imprints are tuned already.
And you're rolling all this, Reed?
I'm drawing up your exfil route. Once you complete the mission, you need to get out in a hurry. I'll provide transport, make sure the path's clear and problem-free.
Brings us to the final stage, right? Meeting with Hansen.
Right. Where you'll sell him the access codes to the mainframe. In other words, the key to unlocking your medicine cabinet. One of you will join Somi in the lab to feed in the codes when needed. Hansen's likely to keep the other at his side. Collateral.
I'll stay with Hansen, you'll join Songbird. Once the data floodgates are open, you'll signal me. Gonna disarm Hansen, take him and his guards out.
Hansen and his goons. Aim to handle them on your own?
Can do a lot more than play dress-up, thank you. Plus, element of total surprise in my corner. Still, sweet of you to worry.
Sounds like flatlining Hansen's set in stone.
Order came directly from Myers. Confirmed at the state. He took a potentially lethal swipe at the president of the NUS.
And Songbird?
We have to rescue her. Myers told you as much herself. All clear? If you have any questions, now's the time to ask.
Things couldn't be clearer. Let's get to work. So, time we talk nabbing the runners?
Cover that in a minute.
And any for your thoughts, Alex? About all this?
Honestly, still wondering why neither of us went back to DC. Not me, not Reed.
They put him to sleep. Saddle you with a Dogtown assignment.
Who are you kidding? Say we disobeyed orders, gone back. A dressing down by some bureaucrat would be the worst we'd have had to endure. Think we were both waiting for something, like the downing of Space Force 1. Probably makes us a sad fucking pair of hypocrites.
Myers doesn't know the deets of this op, does she? Never will. Is that right?
It's not wrong.
So we serve Hansen up on a silver platter. It'll be salutes and handshakes. Shit goes sideways, we're royally fucked.
Welcome to the agency.
You know Reed better than I do. What he thinks. What's his true aim here? Saving Somi or carrying out a mission?
Saul imagines he's responsible for her. Always has. Thinks he's responsible for all of us. Hell, even for you, I bet. It's how he keeps his grip on reality. Life. With mixed results, mind you.
And Somi?
Same story as always. Dares, lands neck deep in shit, somehow crawls out. Rinse and repeat.
Intercepting the runners. How do we do that?
They're driving a rental. Plans to break into the rental service system. Karen Exotics. Specializes in rare models. Karen has tracking stations around the city. Gain access to those, we find the car easy. There's a station not far, near Pacifica Serenity Bible Church. Check it out.
The stations, how do they work exactly?
They ping vehicle IDs across the network, monitor location, tire pressure, all of that. Hack them, and it'll be open season on the runners.
Find it hard to believe taking one station will be enough. Rental agencies got rare rides to protect.
See if I can find more info. If the one's not enough, we'll improvise.
So, breach the station, trace the car. Good. What then?
Use this little doodad. It'll pop the locks on the doors, let you take complete control from the trunk.
Dunno. Anything goes wrong, I'll be stuck in there.
Suck it up. This is FIA trunk ops, soldier. Seriously though, the tech just works. And we'll have your back the whole way.
Sounds simple enough.
Tech worth tens of thousands can help any plan go off like a dream. When you think your nearest station, scan your surroundings. They're not concealed. Shouldn't be tough to spot.
Get right on it.
Stupid happy about that.
Been in something like this before, have you? This bureau will do virtually anything for you, like having your own personal netrunner. She'll track down your next ride herself. And when you're close to the target, she pops the locks and grabs the steering for you. You take down any hustle around and bring our prey back to me. Simple? Let's roll. gig. Thanks for the help, V. My chum will do the finishing touches. Check the drop point, your reward. Just don't spend it all on XPDs and glitter.
Hell, we've been doing it for millions of years, even without cyberware. And let me tell you, listeners, with cyberware, it's easier than ever. I don't know, there's some... Maybe the corporate media types just came up with a word, so they wouldn't have to think too hard about it. And you wouldn't either. Of course, this is all speculation. If I knew what caused cyberpsychosis, believe me. We lost everything!
B, heads up. I can't talk long, but two things, quickly. First, good news. I managed to upgrade your Relic's firmware. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Don't worry, completely painless.
Relic upgraded. How'd you manage it? No easy feat, I guess, tweaking tech that advanced.
Let's say I've had extra time on my hands. More than I expected.
Don't worry. We're getting you out of there.
I know.
First, good news, you said. Is there a second thing?
Right. It's super important. Stays between us. It's gotta. Proof of my trust. I'm sending you coordinates. Come after dark. We should be able to talk freely. Okay, need to Delta. But see you soon.
Gotta bring some new flowers. Those ones are looking mighty sad.
Already? Should just get some fake ones.
Fake. Fake. Every damn thing in this city's fake. People are fake. Food's fake. At least let the flowers be real.
quitter tout.
All'assaut! Baguette! Défoute la ville!
Oh my god! Psycho!
Great. Just great. Got a problem, Alex. Gonna take more than breaching one station to recreate the encryption key.
Fuck. Give me a sec. Okay, got another station for you to try.
Hold on. Let me ping the station remotely. Try to save us some time.
Clever. Good luck out there. And raise Reed soon as you grab that encryption key.
Yes. Hey, Misty. I happened upon some more murals. A little different, these. Can't say exactly how, just different.
Describe what you saw for me.
I get it. A tune.
Thanks, Misty. I guess. Still gotta wrap my head around this.
You know where to find me if you need any help, V.
Hey, Misty. I happened upon some more murals. A little different, these. Can't say exactly how, just different.
Describe what you saw for me.
So, saw a hooded figure, star, pentagram behind him. Devil's dealings your area of expertise too?
The King of Pentacles. Having dealings of your own, with one who's built a rich, powerful realm through sheer determination. Someone like that. Dangerous, V. World looks different from atop a throne. Your reign is constantly under threat.
Rather deal with satanic shit, honestly. Saying I gotta be on my guard?
I'm not sure simple caution's enough. Bad fate's stronger than that. But follow your heart, I always say. Even in defeat, you'll remain true to yourself.
So there was this figure seated, holding this thingamabob, like a club or a scepter or something?
The King of Wands? So, that suggests you've met a leader who sticks to his principles in pursuing his aims, or even some grand vision.
Okay, good or bad?
Well, as ever, it depends on you. The King of Wands suggests fresh opportunities, the discarding of old patterns or habits. But it implies a certain danger, too, of ruthless action and shortcuts taken. And in the end, it could demand a sacrifice towards fulfillment of some great expectation.
Saw this figure sitting there with, dunno, a goblet maybe?
Ah, the King of Cups. Oh, be especially careful with anyone you've met who this card might be pointing to.
Well, gotta be careful with everyone I meet these days.
On one hand, the King of Cups signifies understanding, emotional balance. On the other, he's the opposite. Manipulation and spiritual crisis. And V, hun, the last thing your spirit needs is even more chaos and disappointment.
So, saw a guy wielding a pair of swords.
You've met the King of Swords. One of my personal favorites.
Something good?
Well, the King of Swords sees clearly and is a strong voice of reason. But when emotions run high, even reason can't always rise above the jazz. His truths are often sharp, painful to hear. Some would rather cover their ears, live a lie, if only to avoid suffering.
Sheesh, you're a real chum, Misty. Thanks. Great insights. Still not sure what to make of what I saw, though.
Well, I think you're caught between strong personalities, warring ones even. They all want to influence you, though not all of them necessarily know it.
Nothing new there.
Don't dismiss it, V. You've got new possibilities to explore, new paths to tread. On the way to either your salvation or doom. The choice is still yours, though. You still shape your life, your fate.
So what do I do? What's the right path?
Just be true to yourself, V. Your heart'll know the way. A life-changing event is likely imminent. Watch for it closely.
Jackie gave you these cards, right? I remember when he asked me to help him pick the right deck.
He picked just the thing for me, too. I feel a real connection to this deck. We could lay out a spread for you now, if you like.
Yeah. Why the hell not?
Focus on the recent past and what you expect the Hermit. In solitude, he discovers the truth about himself and the world. From this, he draws strength. His lantern cutting through the darkness. Could be you, or someone who shows you kindness. But watch out. A reversed Hierophant lurks in the darkness. He brings crisis, both in life and authority, rebellion and fanaticism. He is a grave threat. A devil reversed. You will find yourself under the influence of powerful people with unclear motives. Be very careful. The tower. You and everyone around you will experience a great shock. When the tower falls, nothing will be the same again. Nothing at all.
Thanks for the heads up, Misty. I'll watch out.
I'm glad you understand.
How's it going with Mama Wells?
Pretty good. Maybe too good.
Well, how's that?
After we said goodbye to Jackie, she invited me over. We talked for a while. Now, not a day goes by when she doesn't call. Ask how it's going. Tells me about herself, Jackie, everything. Sometimes for hours. Sent me a roast the other day. You believe that? Apparently I'm too skinny. She knows I don't eat meat. V, I'm afraid she's trying to, I don't know, adopt me somehow.
What's the big deal? I wish somebody would make me a roast.
I think Miss Wells is using me to avoid thinking about her son's death.
With a new surrogate daughter.
Exactly.
You ever run into a guy who calls himself a Zen master?
No, but I've heard of him. He try and give you some meditation BDs?
Uh-huh. And then he disappeared. All I found was his clothes.
And that worries you.
The way he was talking, it was like he knew about Johnny. He didn't say anything directly, but...
Maybe you just took his teachings too close to heart.
Yeah, maybe.
Any case, if you see him again, send him to me.
You want to meditate too?
No, want to read his tarot.
How's it going, Misty? You alright?
I think so. Not easy, you know. Putting my life back together. Without him. And you? I mean, you too?
It's weird, but I think we're starting to see eye to eye.
I had a feeling it'd work out. It's hard not to get along with you, V.
Attention, this is Kurt Hansen. The cyber psycho barged into Dogtown without registering. His bounty is now doubled. His description?
Hey, you made it. Got a head start. A drink to calm the nerves.
You know, surprised me with the invite.
Surprised? Really?
Didn't know what to make of it. But yeah, it's nice to press pause once in a while.
I wrote you because I needed someone to talk to. Someone outside the firm. And not some total rando. To take my mind off the mission, not worry about being someone else for a millisec. Hope that makes sense.
Okay, so, what you want to talk about?
I mean, it's not like I have an agenda typed up. I just want to be a normal fucking person for a little bit. Myself, specifically. Just me. Just Alex.
Starting to make a lot more sense why retirement was your condition to accept the mission.
Guess you'd call it burnout. Or maybe just the need for anything resembling normal. If I even know what that is anymore. Say, you ever think about who you'd be now? If, you know, life had taken a different turn?
I'd leave Night City. As soon and as far away as possible.
Jeez, what'd this city ever do to you?
Everything shitty that's ever happened to me.
And everything good.
Well, aren't you a ray of sunshine? To your health. Okay, now you. Who would you be if not a secret agent and master of disguise?
An actor.
No hesitation there.
Always dreamed of seeing my face on a show bill. I love musicals especially.
Seriously?
Call me old-fashioned. So yeah, guess I'd be a braindance star.
What's so special about musicals?
The world in song is much more beautiful than in reality. Intensely so. Plus, I just like to dance.
To your future, your career. I know you can pull it off.
Thanks, V. Really. Ooh, I love this song.
It's never what it seems when it's all I'm ever missing. And it feels as though I'm waiting. And I don't need no head in my hands to know I'm ever heading way south. I think I'll find it all somewhere between.
Don't do this often, I'm guessing.
'Cause it's all I'm ever
Bustin' moves? Can't say I do. What gave it away?
Wasn't thinking of dancing, but never mind.
take down. All of it is traded somehow. It's not me. So fade a little off in the wind. Make it up, break it up. Find that it's the hardest to hear. Anything about it right now. Take down. All of this is traded somehow. It's not me. So fade a little off in the wind. Make it up, break it up. Find it, it's the hardest to be.
We'll see you on BD posters in no time. I know it.
First, retirement. See you soon, V.
How about we go to the mall for a cold
Well, here we are. You and me, face to face.
Sure we're alone. Wouldn't want any unpleasant surprises.
No surprises. Except maybe you're already one of us. Don't trust a soul.
This spot. Didn't pick it at random, I guess.
Guessed right. Wanted to show you something. Means a lot to me. Could help put some things in perspective. And it means I trust you. Come over here.
So what's so special about this place?
Lived just 2 blocks off, while I was here in NC on assignment. Locals come here after sunset. Fire up grills, crack open beers, talk about nothing in particular. I'd swing by here come evening sometimes. All of it, every inch is special. Reminds me of Brooklyn. Actually from there.
Wouldn't mind hearing about it. Brooklyn.
Got this memory. It was the night before I raided a Militech data fort. I'm sitting out on my fire escape. Just lit a J. Down on the street, I see a party starting. There's playful screams and laughter. Someone's blasted funk from their stoop. I hear Willie, too. Sells the best scout dogs around. He's shit-talking one of his chooms. And there's bonfire smoke in the air. Safe. Familiar.
Were they celebrating something?
Yeah. A Thursday.
Know how you feel. Wasn't anything like Brooklyn, my home, but...
Got a memory you cherish?
It never gets peaceful where I'm from. Just know that wherever I am in the world, Feels like I'm walking Haywood streets. Yearning to go back.
Can't rewind the clock, V. By the time you realize you missed something, it's usually too late. Suppose we should get back to the here and now.
Attack on Myers. You schemed it up with Hansen. I know that.
Yeah, Neural Matrix was pricey. But honestly, I never thought he'd try to kill her.
You betrayed her.
Not just her. Nothing went according to plan. What a fucking mess.
Sent Myers' entire flight crew to an early grave. Myers herself too, almost.
Ground the plane. That was the plan. Didn't expect he'd blow it to shit. Not much of an excuse, I know.
So what was your plan?
For you to rescue Myers while I secured the AI Matrix, and for us to run. All before Kurt caught on. Now Hansen's changed the terms of our deal. They'll make him answer for the attack. He knows that, so he's covering his ass. The one thing he doesn't know is what's on the Cynosure mainframe. He's hoping it's data he can use as leverage against the NUS. Says that's my ticket to freedom, but as soon as he gets his hands on it, I'm dead. I just know it. I fucked everything up, I know, V. But I had no choice.
Still don't understand why. It wasn't any other way, honestly.
Wouldn't have resorted to this, if there was. For Myers, the NUSA, I'm just another weapon in their arsenal. A tool for reaching beyond the Black Wall. And weapons and tools, they don't get to make decisions, or choose to retire.
Sounds painfully familiar. I think I know how you feel.
I know anyone understands this feeling as well as you do, V. You're the only one I can trust with this. Only question is, after everything you just heard, feel the same way about me?
Why not just go home?
My home burned down when I was forced to trade warm Brooklyn brick for sterile Washington walls. I have nowhere to go back to.
I want to ask, actually, what happened exactly? You know, when you reached past the Black Wall.
Know the feeling when you try to remember the address of a place you lived half your life, but it just turns up blank.
Mean losing your memory?
A snowflake lands on my glove. I can calculate its unique fractal structure. But what did my mom's voice sound like? Sometimes I lose control. Or get the sense I'm surrendering to someone else. But it feels horrible.
Felt it too, with the Chimera. Like a living nightmare.
Yeah. More and more, I get the sense someone's standing behind me. But there's never anyone there.
Don't trust Reed? Guy wants to save your life.
Mm-hmm. He saved me once already. Word of a boss shit on Militech crossed his desk, so he knocked on a 19-year-old girl's door with an offer she couldn't refuse.
Join his serve or become a Netwatch trophy.
That girl died that day. The person in front of you is what was born from that death. Of course, Reed, he died too. Just more recently, 7 years ago. The NUS issued his death sentence, yet he serves the country to this day, clinging to something that's lost all meaning to me.
Get the feeling this is the first time you've been honest with me.
Yeah, with you and myself. I need to get away. From Kurt, then USA, Reed, from everything.
Speaking of, out of everybody out there, you saw Hansen as a trusty ally. Seriously?
I needed someone who could tear me from Myers' grip. I knew him from my time in Night City when I was posted here.
Took a steep risk, all right. And a plain gonk wanted that.
That's why I enlisted you, too.
Night City's just a pit stop along your escape route. That was always the plan, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's just... things got complicated. Messy. Certainly didn't expect my old agency chums to get involved. Or to find myself caged by Kurt. I'm fleeing, V. Gotta get out. And to do that, I need you. 'Cause you know how it is.
How am I to know this isn't an elaborate con? Be nice to have some kind of guarantee.
I can't give you one, sorry. But I've shown you my trust. I mean, you're free to sell me out to Reed, right? Or trust me enough to save us both. No guarantee for either of us. Fair deal, I say.
Okay. Say I believe you. What's the next step?
We go through with the mission, grab the neural matrix. While Reed and Alex grapple with Hansen, we make our getaway.
And then?
You help me skip town. I already cut a deal with the Black Clinic far, far from Night City. There, the Rippers can access the Matrix and use an algorithm to create a prototype of our cure. They'll need me present to run their tests. The moment they're finished, I'll send word. And that's it. Everything. Like a weight off my shoulders, honestly. Now, I have to ask. You're in this because you understand me? Or because I promised to save your life?
I understand you, believe you. Know what it's like to fight for your life. Every minute of it.
Gives you a new perspective, doesn't it? I guess that's all. I suppose you should call Reed. Let him know all set for the meet with Hansen.
Status report.
So Me contacted me. Got news.
Let me hear it.
Well, first off, we've been greenlit. Our VIP's ready to be served.
Music to my ears. What else?
Songbird opened up a bit. About her sitch. It's looking bad. Real bad. This tech's her only shot.
I hear you. I do. All the more reason to focus on the mission in front of us. Get our hands on that cure.
But Reed, what So Me spilled, we really need to talk.
I know, but later. Not a topic for the hollow. B, one other thing. You need new chrome. An implant that accommodates behavioral imprints. I'm sending you deets for a clinic. The doc will be expecting you. Just tell the Ripper you know she collects unification war trinkets. She'll know you came with my blessing.
you'll get a bullet in the brain. Rule 2, no course. You're just not welcome.
Hello? Hello?
You Frida?
Yes, and we're closed.
Got something might interest you.
I doubt it.
Here you collect trinkets. Unification War era.
Mm-hmm. Come in.
I'm sorry I was unwelcoming. Ever since a certain space plane crashed nearby, I've had to be more cautious.
V, good to see you.
Huh. Here to see me?
Things are in flux. Situation's changing fast. I thought we should talk. I'm here about Somi. I spent hours wrapping my head around this, putting myself in her shoes. I needed to understand what she must have been going through to resort to treason.
You're in no position to understand, Reed. Your life ain't on a timer.
But I know death. Stared him in the eyes up close. She's trapped. Not just here and now, but going months back. Hell. Actually years. I blame Myers, the sore loser. Does her damnedest to avoid it. Songbird, the Blackwall, dirty tricks meant to give her a competitive edge. It's no wonder Somi doesn't trust anyone. Except maybe you. A little.
Song should trust you, not me. That it?
I can't say I really blame her. I can only blame myself.
But could you have done anything differently?
Something. Anything. Instead of giving in and being exiled in Night City, a couple thousand miles away.
There's a prison cell prepped and waiting for her already. Somi knows that full well.
She lives to see tomorrow and every day after. That's what matters.
Myers needs her alive, sure, but forgive and forget the attempt on her life? Never.
Myers might not forgive her, but doesn't mean I can.
Coming from a federal agent? Saying you want to get her home doesn't sound so warm and fuzzy.
I will get her home. Exactly how remains to be seen.
Okay. We break the chain Hansen wrapped around her neck. Then what?
We stow away somewhere safe. Ask some questions. Establish some common ground. Once I get the answers I'm looking for, I'll personally help her disappear. From everyone, everywhere. Including Myers.
Want to ask her a few questions, huh?
To understand her side. Got an idea already of what I'll hear. System broke her. Almost took her life. Like it did mine. As for me, well, my time's well past. But Somi's still worth saving.
You know, some would call that treason.
Tell me something I don't know. I got contacts in Europe. We'll find the best clinic, put you two back together, fix what's broken. Once we have your cure in hand. But I need to help Somi first. She's lost, and I'm concerned she doesn't know what she's doing.
You don't trust her?
What I don't trust is the shit from beyond the Blackwall and the attendant paranoia. Both in play here, I'm afraid. She has another plan in mind. I'm damn sure of it.
So she reached out. Wasn't telling the whole truth before. Once out, off the grid. Has a plan for right after we take down Hansen. Gonna make a run for it. Slip out of Night City.
I thank you, V, for your candor. This means a lot to me. I have something for you. Our best minds in DC cooked it up. Icebreaker, silver bullet against any fortified netrunner. Farida will feed it into your system during surgery. Use that, and Somi will drop unconscious within a minute. We can't take any chances, and when she wakes up, she'll wake up at home.
She could sense the breaker. Not talking about some run-of-the-mill runner here.
It's meta-heuristic hyper-aggressive tech, cobbled together by a literal army of experts. If she does sense it, it won't matter. No one out there, alone, could withstand something like this.
Sure this soft will work? Doubt it's been tested on anyone Songbird's level.
From what they tell me, this program can anticipate what she'll do before she even thinks to do it. By the time you cut one thread, it's already found another. A precision-guided weapon designed to evade countermeasures.
Okay. How do I use it?
Fire it up when you're both jacked into the mainframe. At that moment, Somi's door will be wide open.
Two of you could just, sit down, talk it out.
That's my aim, precisely.
After you kidnap her. Not quite the same.
We've come to a point where some options are simply off the table. Right now, we're focusing on saving your lives. Talking time will come later. It's time I was on my way. I leave you in Farida's able hands. Call me once you're done here.
The sooner we begin, the sooner we finish.
Okay, no time to lose.
Tush, meet chair. Okay. Anesthesia incoming. Don't worry, it's the good stuff. Relax and submit. An ID modding implant is complicated tech, true. But the procedure is surprisingly simple.
To be honest, never heard of tech like this. Seems kind of sci-fi. This an FIA prototype?
Mm-hmm. It was picked off the corpse of a Militech R&D project.
Militech abandoned it?
That, or they sought to keep it off the books. Top secret. Mom's the word. Politics. Okay. Anesthesia is taking hold.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Nice to see you in good form.
Mm-hmm. You want something from me?
To chat. Got no other options. You'll have to do.
So tell me, what's it feel like to be a traitor?
Doing what I gotta do to survive. Figured you'd understand.
Oh, fuck. Even talking like they do. Just using different words. That's the job. No other way. For the greater good. Christ. It's exactly why I ditched the ranks. But seriously. Found yourself in a shit-tastic situation. Come on, got iron in your hand. Gotta put it to someone's head. Pull the trigger. The master spy and the agent unloosed. Tragedy, comedy, or both.
Think one of them's trying to dupe me.
No, they're both telling the truth. I mean, might be muddy on the nitty-gritty, but their motivations are plain and clear. Survival. It's her be-all and end-all. That and she's a walking, talking nuke. The kind that keeps making mistakes, never knowing which one's gonna set her off. And Reed? Bastard and me are one and the same. If I hadn't ghosted the army, I'd have become a Reed myself. Live and die by our principles. That's the tragedy, V. Someone's gonna play victim to the other's good intentions. Try not to forget that when you're standing over that fucking overgrown neuro drive.
Reader Songbird. What would you do in my shoes, Johnny?
I am in your shoes, dumbass. For every gonk choice you make. But I can't do dick. But honest to God, V, not fucking around? I don't know. Got no goddamn clue.
All done. The facial morph implant is online. Now all you need is a behavioral imprint. And do me a favor. Don't tell me what you need this for.
Might pop by if I need anything else.
I can't wait.